Live from Brooklyn TV. I got some special guests in the building right now.
Yeah.
The Godfathers of rap.
Word.
Are in the building. And I couldn't be more happier, especially since they came in here and they show love. These are legends in the hip-hop game. They could kick me in the nuts and walk back out my door. And said they came in my place and showed love.
But we're going to kick you in the nuts before we leave.
You know what?
That's the goal, always. To kick everybody in the fucking nuts before we leave their place.
So I ruined your street credit right off the bat. I told them you were being nice to me, right, Necro?
Nah, we got love for you, man. It's Bensonhurst up in this motherfucker.
Bensonhurst in this motherfucker, that's right.
Word. We brought G-Rap to Bensonhurst.
Yo, G-Rap, you're here, man. What's good?
I'm good, baby.
All right.
You know what I mean?
Are you enjoying yourself over here? Everything good?
Yo. This is psychedelic. Well, I feel like I'm on like Video Music Box.
You like it?
You are the Italian Ralph McDaniels.
And I self-proclaim myself that too.
The Italian Ralph McDaniels?
Shout out to my man Ralph. We met
I saw a picture with you online, right?
No doubt, yeah.
Yo, you're the Italian Ralph McDaniels.
No doubt.
I'm keeping it real.
And you know what? That's not a bad thing to be. See, I'm glad. I'm impressing you. That's good.
Trust me, I'm old school, man. I'm talking like watching the first Gangstar video ever on Video Music Box.
Right.
To think that I would ever be on the 2013 version of Video Music Box with
something?
G.
But that's what I'm saying. G, remember what I said to you before? How baseball started, and they gave you a bat. You don't see Derek Jeter using a hockey stick and hit the fucking ball, right?
Gave him a bat to crack someone's head open.
Well, yeah, but he ain't doing that. Definitely but what I'm saying is the reason I said Necro, I fucked up. I directed that towards G because me and G were talking before. Since the beginning of time, like baseball, right? They gave you the formula. They say hit the ball and run around the bases. They give you a bat to hit the ball with. Never in 2013 going into 2014 would we ever think we'd use anything else but a baseball bat to hit a baseball. Absolutely. Why has hip-hop changed? Why is hip-hop, the whole format that the man sitting to the left of you, Necro, laid down for us, and then they ruined it? Why is the game changed to the point?
Corporations, number one.
Okay.
Number two, Puffy.
I'm not blaming Puff?
Nah. Puff, I respect Puff as a businessman and all that. I'm saying what happened is it got to the point that it's all about a hit.
Right.
And what people consider a hit.
Right.
And they're going to say that the fucking 90% of the shit we do is not a hit.
Right.
So they want you to change it. So
that's right.
When G or me go in and we make a song we like, and we want to push on people that we hope like, if we were to want to blow up on a level of certain people, we'd have to be come to the realization that we're not making hit music.
Yes.
You're making limited marketable music that isn't marketable to the masses because corporate people.
Right.
What are corporate people? Corporate people are like all these people from all different
assholes.
Besides being pieces of shit that suck their own dick, in a hammock, these are dudes that I can't get over the format. This is incredible. This is psychedelic right here, bro.
I'm glad you're happy. I'm glad you're happy.
We're in a blood-sucking freak movie right now. He's not going to let us fucking leave.
Because people said Necro's coming. You ain't worried about Necro? I say I ain't worried about Necro. Look, and
Look
you're
how
having a
big
good
this
time.
dude is. He's worried about me?
Nah,
this guy's a football player over here, bro. Wait, you really think ever that anybody that reps real hip-hop would have to worry about me? The people that got to worry about me are the people that are disrespectful. Right. I'm in the middle of a country somewhere, and some dude wants to get stupid, or I'm at a show. Yo, Necro, you're not rapping technical enough. Boom, you get punched in the face. You know what I mean? You know, Necro, boom, you're a dick sucker. Boom, punch in the fucking face.
Right.
They get it. People that support us, we're humble.
How did this collaboration come together?
G?
I'll let you.
G's like, I'm tired of fucking talking about Domingo. Basically, Domingo, a good friend of his.
Okay.
A.K.A. Yolanda.
Okay.
A.K.A. the woman that killed Selena.
All right, go ahead.
Domingo, you know, the producer.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? He's good people's, and he set up a meeting for me to meet G, and we sat down and discussed business, and I told G my vision of doing an EP.
Right.
And then G agreed on all the business logistics.
I don't mean to stop you, but coming up, He was one of the people you looked up to in the game, right?
I look up to G-Rap right now as we sit here. G's a constant inspiration because not only does G inspire lyricists, but when I talk to G about life, G's very positive. G never puts me down.
Yeah.
He don't tell me like shit like, yeah, you know, yo, you fucking sucked the other night on the radio when you fucked up. Like, no, and that's crazy because most people, their inclination, most people is to put you down and try to shit on you.
Absolutely.
But G is cool. He shows love. So, you know, that's a rare thing because in hip hop, you know, people was always trying to diss me, trying to act like my shit ain't hot and all that.
Because you're original. You're original. You got your own style. Not everybody's going to understand what you do. Not everybody's going to understand Necro. When I first heard I Need Drugs, I fell in love with you. No homo. I fell in love with a guy who had a vision to speak like this. Okay?
Appreciate that.
And just the way I told G before, G put the blueprint in the streets for how people to use their creativity, imagination, bring the movies, bring that type of element, their stories into the game, recreate. You know, one of the best parts about rap is that you get to enjoy the stories that come out of it.
It's true.
The stories that you tell and the story that you tell. Yo, all I know is before we continue, I just want to tell you, I'm amazed to be sitting here in front of you guys. I've been big fans of both you guys for a long time. So to be able to sit here and conversate with you gentlemen is a privilege, and I just want to thank you again for coming through.
I appreciate it. I mean, the fact that we're in Bensonhurst.
Absolutely. But we didn't get to eat.
It's fucking bizarre because like...
You're going to come back, right, G?
Absolutely.
Lunch, dinner?
We going
Alfredo sauce. Absolutely.
Alfredo, baby.
The fact that we're in Bensonhurst in general, you know, Bensonhurst is a legendary white neighborhood.
That's right.
But it's no different. We're in Brooklyn.
Right.
Bottom line, it's no different to me than Bed-Stuy and Bensonhurst.
Tell everybody.
It's two different people of color only and culture, but we all go through shit. There's gangsters in both parts. And gangsters and great people have come out of it. I grew up in Glenwood Projects, so I'm not claiming my come up is from Bensonhurst, but I've been living in Bensonhurst the last 10 years.
Tell them the perspective for the people around the world that are going to be watching this. Is Brooklyn the same as it was when you were coming up?
I've been living in Brooklyn 37 years. Brooklyn's always going to be the fucking same to me.
Yeah, it's like that?
Well, because I don't give a fuck about gentrification and fucking yuppie faggots downtown. That shit don't affect... I'm saying that shit don't affect me.
Right.
Listen, everywhere I go, Brooklyn goes.
Right.
I mean, I got a Brooklyn mentality. I talk Brooklyn.
That's right.
I go to California, girls line up to suck my dick. Because... And they do it quickly... Fast,
quickly, and fast.
Without fucking any opposition.
Necro, you're efficient with the blowjobs. I like that.
No, but what I'm trying to explain, though, of course, what I'm trying to explain, though, is it's New York. They see New York, they're just like, oh, that shit is ill.
Right.
Where, you know, New York girls, they're already like they're used to it already.
Now, as compared to G, who's on a very wide scale respected, your style's very much different. How have you handled the different opinions and flack that might have come from the style that you represent?
I mean, there's a lot of haters. I was talking with G about it. Listen, G is, you know, an innovator in a time where, you know, you're talking the big four. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Kool G Rap, Rakim, KRS-One, and Kane. Everyone that's dope in hip-hop came from that, unless it's the people before like Run DMC or Melly Mel or Grandmaster Caz or Kool Herc and all that they did for hip-hop.
That's right.
But we're talking about to the point where dudes are rapping, killing, drilling, filling, you spilling, you flash, hit you in your neck with the tack. Like getting iller.
Yeah.
That's all G-Rap.
Right.
And then, you know, like punchlines from Kane.
Right.
G-Rap had punchlines. And then Knowledge. Right. All them dudes, that little era, everything came from that. Nas, Pun, Necro, Bill, Vinny, MF Grimm, Joel Ortiz. We all come from these dudes. So to when I hear people talk shit, I don't even really care that much because I understand.
That's right.
Of course you're not going to accept me in just like that.
So this...
But one day. But get used to it.
Right.
G-Rap made me a made man with this record. He done let me into the room. He fucking cut the trigger finger. We burnt the card. And I'm official now, okay? Because if you do 16 songs with a fucking dude, I'm part of the fraternity.
So tell me, what does this collaboration right now mean for hip-hop? Like, what are you guys trying to do with it?
I'll let G give his opinion on that.
For hip-hop?
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the... In a dying sport, you know what I'm saying? It's
Absolutely.
This is like the blood bank when the blood is running out. You know what I'm saying?
You're trying to revive it right back.
You want to preserve that blood bank too. You know what I mean? Because there's people that need that. You know what I mean? So we one of the few that's here to reserve the culture. You know what I mean? So it mean a lot, mean everything to the game.
That's right.
You know what I mean? If you really look at it, like you said, you feel like the whole game just took a left turn and just went another direction. You know what I'm saying? This is right here. This is the grassroots of what everything stemmed from.
Were you a fan of Necro's style? Again, he's the godfather of death rap, and his style is totally different as to any other rapper in the game. What did you appreciate about Necro that would make you even want to do such a collaboration like this?
I'm a fan of Necro now. I wasn't that familiar with a lot of stuff Necro did before us linking up and doing the project. I was hearing his name a lot. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing it in a lot of comment sections and things of that nature, like on hiphopgame.com, YouTube. Sure. And I was seeing his name come up in comparison to me. You know what I'm saying? And I had to do my homework and started researching and hearing what his material was like.
That's
you know
right.
what I mean? Mm-hmm. And one of the tracks I talk about is this is the first track I ran across. It was the track with him and his brother giving a tribute, to a family member. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was hot. You know
did something
mean?
for you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
But doing the project with Necro, you know what I'm saying? It really, he really laid all the cards on the table and showed me what Necro really is about, what Necro represent, and I see what it is, straight fire. You know what I'm saying? My dude's spit game is ferocious.
You guys, let me switch back over to you, Necro. One thing, as you can see, you're in my place. You see what I did from ground up where nobody else believed me. I feel like me and you are similar. You took Psychological Records from ground up. You started it. Was it you on your own, or did you have anybody else involve you from the start? 1999. Was it just you? Or?
I never had no help, but anything obviously I've done deals with people where I do little distribution deals. But
speak on starting Psychological Records. 1999.
Psychological Records was started from drug money.
Okay.
Okay. It was started from, taking whatever drug money and investing it in pressing up the I Need Drugs CD. And then not stopping to focus on dealing and shit like that, and focus now on dealing CDs. It was like, stop illegal shit, because anything you could do illegal, if you put your mind to it, you could do it legally. Right. That's a fact. So all these dudes that became big kingpins, these are dudes that got the brains of a CEO. They're just stupid. They're not stupid. They didn't focus their shit correctly in legal. But so I always know anything you could do illegal, you could apply it to legal. So, I went from that and then started pumping the CDs, and that was my influence from Master P. I'm going to keep it real with you. I, at one point, had 100 kids slinging for me all over the world. 100 fucking kids. What I would do is I press up the CDs, I speak to the fan, I said, listen, I'm going to send you 10, 20, or 30 CDs. You let me know how many you think you can move. And you're going to sell them for
CDs like bags of weed.
Right. And you're going to sell them for 14, and you got to give me $9 or $8 back or whatever. And you got a certain amount of time. I would say maybe 4, 5, 6 kids fronted and didn't send me my shit back. The majority sent it back. I would call people up. Like, yo, what up? Yo, it's Necro. Oh, what up, y'all? Smoking weed. Be like, yo, B, you sell them 30 CDs? What's up? Oh, yeah, okay, I'm sending you the money. And literally, I'd be on my game like a drug dealer. And besides sending it to people all over the world, I was driving around giving people in all these neighborhoods here, all Brooklyn, I Need Drug CDs. And I had my car, and I will pull up and get paper. And that's how I started making the first wave of money off I Need Drugs. Then that led me to a distribution deal with Landspeed, Bob Perry. Right. And on paper, we agreed to $150,000 to be pumped into I Need Drugs. After the first $10,000, he stopped pumping the money in. I was like, yo, what's up with this real live faggot shit you're pulling right now? Right. His whole thing was, blah, blah, blah. So he gave me an ultimatum. He said, if you want, every month I'll pump in another 10 towards it, and we'll see how it's going. I got fucking mad.
Now, G, did you ever have to do stuff like that? Did you ever do stuff like that in the beginning of your career? Did you ever sell your product on the street? Did you ever pump out of the back of your trunk, anything like that, to get your career started?
Never did that.
Where did your main buzz come from?
pretty much just linking with Marley. You know what I mean? Like, I landed in a fortunate situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I linked with Marley, along with that came the Juice Crew. Along with that came Mr. Magic. Therefore, I had radio at my disposal.
It's known that pretty much you took over the game when you jumped on Symphony and you took that whole song, even with Kane on it and everything. So people recognized you as the guy at that moment. So you feel like that was enough right there, and that just took you right off.
It was a discrepancy. At that time, it was a discrepancy of, it was a flip between me and Kane.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Would you say you guys were similar? Would you say you were
absolutely
similar?
Yeah. Yeah, we was definitely similar, but then still different.
Your stories were different, right? What you were talking about was just different.
Right.
Now, Necro, you would see you're wearing the product that you have spread out worldwide on your head right now. That symbol has been known for the last 10 years by the people that have come to love you and your product and what you've been doing. So dealing with these type of people and these scumbags that don't do the right thing in the industry, you pretty much felt like you had to take it upon yourself to take the whole Necro brand and everything, and you did it all yourself, huh?
I was dealing with, I'll give you an example of the insanity I dealt with. I had the same lawyer as Eminem.
Wow, okay.
Okay, Cutler and Seidelmeyer.
Okay.
And that's when Paul Rosenberg walked into their office and was in their office and all that. And I was being told by my own lawyers, nobody wants white boys. No major label. I was being told straight up. I was like, what do you mean nobody wants white boys? I mean, yeah, it's not marketable. Then I go into my stupid-ass fucking lawyer's office one day for like a little Fat Beat single deal or something. And he's like, hey, Necro, we just signed this guy named Eminem, and he's going to be the poster boy for MTV. Now, how do you think I'm feeling? I'm a white kid. I've been paying some dues. I thought, it's 97, 98. I want to be on. And this stupid faggot is like shoving it in my face that some other dude is going to be the biggest fucking thing on the planet and the biggest white kid. So I'm looking at the dude, and I'm like, I didn't want to just be like, go fuck yourself and punch him in his face or anything like that, because I still thought I needed him. But I was being told by this same lawyer, white boys ain't marketable. So analyze my situation. I'm being told white kids ain't marketable. Eminem got his fucking deal. I'm dealing with fucking little Fat Beat single deals. And I'm shit. I got shitted on. I don't know what to fucking do right now. I want my shit out. I'm probably, I'm starting to think maybe my shit ain't good enough. You know what I mean?
When you started telling, when you told your people and the people that are around you the closest to you told them your ideas, or anybody you told, what did they say to you?
My brother Ill Bill's been through the same bullshit. You know what I mean? Every white kid in hip hop, besides Eminem,
shout out to Bill, of course.
Every white kid in hip hop, besides Bill, has been shitted on. Let's keep it real. No, besides Eminem, pardon me. Okay? He's the golden fucking child that got the fucking deal, and it is what it is. You can't fucking compete with Jimmy Iovine and Dre. You know what I mean? You could take the biggest piece of shit who has no lyrical skill and put him with Jimmy Iovine and Dre, and it'll be platinum.
Right.
Do you disagree?
I understand what you're saying.
So it didn't matter if dude was nice or garbage.
Right.
He was going to be platinum.
That's right.
Because MTV World didn't give a fuck if this dude was nice or not. He just had to rap to them and talk about Christina or whatever.
It was about the connections.
But I'm not saying dude can't spit. I'm just saying that opportunity fucking deaded it, because every 10 years, it's like only one white kid's allowed.
Right.
And every 10 years, only one Latino's allowed.
Right.
Where's the next pun since pun? You understand what I'm saying? They won't allow another pun because the industry is so racist that they're like, even Latinos get shitted on as bad as white kids.
Just a question that I wanted to ask both of you guys right now. A quick opinion question. Big L, Big Pun, Pac. 2014, out of all of them, who's making good music still? Who do you think's still relevant in 2014 out of any of those guys?
Say that again?
Big Pun, Big L, and Pac. If they were still here right now.
If they were still here
right now, who would still be making quality music right now in 2014?
I say all of them.
Yeah, I would too.
All of them?
Honestly, yeah.
I mean, they were real hip hop.
I mean, you knew all of them personally?
No, I never met Biggie.
never met Biggie?
I never met Biggie. Okay. I did meet everybody else. I met Pun, I met Pac, and I met Big L.
Well, your name has been mentioned by just about every rapper in the game saying that you influenced them. So that's what I'm saying. So you feel like all of them would be making good music? Both of you guys feel that way?
Yeah, I do. I do think they was all true artists.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
might have been commercial or some shit made. Well, not Big. Big L. Well, supposedly Big L was going to sign a Rockefeller. So we don't know what would have happened. Right. We can't predict what Big L would have did if he would have stayed underground and struggled, like in a similar vein that maybe Papoose is, where or Saigon, like like they're doing their thing and they're great rappers, but their big deals didn't blow up. We don't know if Big L would have been in that kind of level where he was still grinding as opposed to just blowing up out of here. Pun was already out of here just with the Latino community and hip-hop in general. He would have been the fucking godfather in that world at this point.
And he was absolutely nice.
Yeah. And then Pac and Biggie would have just been gods. Like, they would have been Jay-Z level probably. Matter of fact, it might have made it harder for Jay-Z to be as big as he is now.
So you think it would have been a strong competition for that?
Well, those two would have been the dudes growing as big because Puffy would have been right there with fucking Big. So as big as Puffy is now, which has been a megastar continuously since then, Big would have been right with him constantly, hit after hit after hit.
That proves it right there. In Biggie's case, Puffy ain't lose his magnetism.
And Pocket
so
worship.
I don't see how Biggie would have.
Now I think both of you guys. Have you ever heard before? Do you sound similar on a track? Do you ever heard that?
No, we don't though. Actually, my voice is higher and he's lower.
The flow.
We both got
the flow. Sometimes the flow, like on.
I'm influenced by G's flow. G ain't
exactly.
Influenced by my flow.
And I think it's dope that it almost sounds like you two are long lost brothers on the track.
I mean, I would like to think in some ways that I'm gonna do my own thing. Every rapper that is influenced by G
have your own style, right?
Well, I know I got my own style because I don't consciously. I'm influenced by G as much as Pun, Joel Ortiz, Nas, Prodigy, we're all influenced. Right. It ain't fair to fucking say Necro is like influenced in a way that is like biting or that thing. You know what I mean? Which I don't think you're saying that. I'm saying I think I got my thing. If you listen to Nas, you know that he was influenced, but he took it to different. I think the way I took it that was different than G is I wanted to make my shit more ultra violent.
Okay.
So I'm like the ultra-violent version of the black thug East Coast style. Like you'll hear Nas rap, but he ain't going to get as evil as Necro gets. He's going to keep it to a level where the most evil line Nas ever said that I heard was swinging my fist, breaking like a nigga possessed by Satan. I thought that was a fire line. But everything from Necro is in that vein.
Exactly.
Because I'll talk about certain subjects certain peeps ain't fucking with.
Exactly.
Like human trafficking. Or cockroaches. I got a song called Cockroaches.
And bondage and everything else. Can I ask you a question?
Other shit. Original. Like you said, original.
You're a multi-talented dude. I also know that you're into acting. You're into producing.
Yeah.
Videos. Of course, music, but videos as well. Let me ask you a question. Quick question. What would you rather? Would you rather be able to rap and do your rap topics, or would you rather create video with video topics? Like, would you rather spit and talk about these stories, or would you rather create them and put them to video like we do here?
Well, video is harder. I could sit on my ass in my underwear eating Cheerios and fucking write about fucking Gandhi coming down from fucking heaven and having a fucking orgy and then me shooting him in his face with a shotty. To visually do that could cost a good 6-7 G's maybe with actors and all that. So, it's easier to do. Listen, you want to make a movie or an album? An album's going to be easier than a movie. A movie's going to require 100 people.
Right.
An album you can do with just 2 people, 3 people.
That's right.
So bottom line, music is easier than movies.
Now coming together, you guys came together. Obviously, we said the creative process takes a little while. You guys weren't in no rush to get this going. You produced the whole album yourself.
I did.
Right. How do you feel?
Thank you, G-Rap, for allowing me to do that. That was a privilege.
That's what you do, baby. You produce, and
but you didn't have to let me do that. Like you could have been like, nah.
G, you have faith in him. You have faith in him that he was going to come out with that product you guys were both looking for.
Of course. I mean, he sent me like a zip file with like 40, 50 tracks in it, and there was a lot of heat in there. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like out of 50, like 3, 4, 5. It was like, you know, we talking in the teens.
A little more, a little more. Yeah.
You're talking like 15, 16, 17 tracks. It's like just straight fire. You know what I mean?
This is you have to understand, it's a fucking dream to be able to be, you know, I don't want to dwell on my color, you know, but G-Raps, you know, knows that, like, you know, I had a different upbringing.
Yes.
To be a white kid, Jewish, from the fucking projects, come up, making beats. We found records, Russian records in the garbage. Started doing pause tapes. You know what I'm saying? Getting vinyl all the time. You know, becoming a young thug. Sure. I wasn't a young thug at 6 or 7.
Yeah.
You make it kind of a choice at some point. You're not taking shit no more. And you're gonna, you know, people make choices. You know, obviously, you know, you're gonna be a pussy, or you're gonna keep it real.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Making the choice to be who I am and on the come up and coming this far, to be sitting here right now with Kool G Rap, is fucking bizarre.
How the fuck do you think I feel?
We're in fucking
bizarre. Benson, I'm in Bensonhurst with Necro and Kool G Rap. Same thing. This is amazing.
Listen, bottom line, G ain't the type that just fucks with anybody and all that. Cause you don't see him do it a lot. So, you know.
No, definitely not.
Be a blessed, special fucking person that has at least handled shit correctly enough in a way that, geez, I'm going to fucking work with this motherfucker because he's doing shit proper.
Gee, on top of his music, his business sense is pretty strong, isn't it?
Oh, nah, yeah. His hustle game is on 10, level 10.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
And that's a compliment.
And I've seen that since I Need Drugs because I knew that he was the one promoting his own product. And anything you ever seen out there was coming directly from him. Even when I asked him before about me getting this interview tonight, he was the one that saw and cultivated the whole thing to make the phone call to get this going.
Nah,
so
no doubt.
It's important.
Yeah, it wasn't my PR. It was me looking online for shows.
Right.
No disrespect to my PR, but I was looking at shows and I seen you had other relevant rappers. You had Sadat X.
Sure.
I don't remember, but it was enough people to say.
Shout out to Sean Price, Rock Down Records.
Yeah, he was on it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that made me put him on the list. And I just want to throw something humble out, just so you know, because it popped in my mind. You know, G gives me this respect, you give me this respect, hustle, all that. I view myself way below fucking Cash Money, Master P, guys like that. Those dudes are like what you fucking gorilla pimp hustle. So if I'm dope, like, I got more to go. You know what I mean? Because, like...
But you carry those same work ethics, though. You know what I mean?
Well, it starts with the work ethic, right.
But you feel me, though? Like, these dudes, like, got $30 million... This dude, Baby, got a $30 million deal, did so good on it, they gave him $100 million deal after. Now, it's, you know, I'm just saying that, for me, it's a constant... Like, I could get iller, basically. I'm never...
Absolutely. You could always get better.
Sure. You know, I'm a great hustler, but the fact that you both of you would even give me that dap, I appreciate it, but I'm humbled to know that, you know, there's a lot of hustlers in this fucking game.
You don't feel like even after 30 years in the game, you don't feel like you learn something new every day about people, about life, about... I mean,
of course.
You can always put that into your rhymes, right?
Yeah, of course. You know, if you stop learning, you must be dead.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Straight up.
You know, every day is...
G is a scholar. Like, when I kick it with G knows what's up. You know what I mean? G doesn't, you know...
I don't preach it.
Rap about
I don't preach it.
But G knows just as much Illuminati as all these rappers.
Yeah, well, I tell everybody I'm the smartest, dumbest motherfucker on the planet, so I need some help, boys. But due to time restraints and everything like that, ladies and gentlemen, live from Brooklyn TV, the real Kool G Rap and Necro got, you know what? They came, they showed love. It's been an incredible
we saw,
time.
We kicked their ass.
That's right. I didn't get fucked up. I didn't get cursed out, fucked up, and none of that.
Nah.
Everything is still good. And the guys said that they'd probably come back. We'll get you to come back another time. We'll talk.
I'm going to be back here weekly doing videos behind this fucking green screen. Basically, you're getting used right now. You're getting used for Alfredo. Yeah. You're getting used for I'm bringing bitches here to fuck in this room.
Necro's bringing bitches to fuck. Kool G Rap, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming through.
No doubt.
Salute.
And showing love. Again, live from Brooklyn TV. Make sure you follow these gentlemen right here. The real Kool G Rap. It's up on the screen right there. Necro is God. The Godfathers. Coming out November 19th,
baby.
That's right,
Once
November
upon
19th.
a fucking crime.
This is a new movement for everybody out there who maybe doesn't understand. You know, give it a shot. This is 2014. It ain't just about one style. and the classic format is here.
And tell them to get them pre-orders now.
Get the pre-orders now. As you can see, the little graphics in the back. These guys.
Necroproduct.com leads
right.
you to the pre-order. Cop the pre-order, or I'm going to put dick in your girl's ass.
And
raw dog with no rubber.
She don't want that.
With no rubber. You don't want Tony
rubber.
up in your girl's ass. With Tony will fucking let that fettuccine Alfredo drip from his dick in that girl's ass.
Live from Brooklyn TV.
Live from where? Live from where?
Brooklyn.
Where?
Brooklyn.
And?
TV.
Bensonhurst. Don't fucking forget where you're at, my man.
I'll never forget.
Okay?
You don't forget. You make sure you come back.
Home of Gotti, motherfucker.
Yo, it's been real.
I won.
100.